back in the house again, man. Look, more game. More game and more game. Look, April is popping. All right, look, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers, members, family, friends, let's do it one more time. Look, biggest adjustment I had to make in the dump truck business. The biggest adjustment. It'll probably be a series of these. Biggest adjustment I had to make in the dump truck business. There are adjustments as you go along this business that you have to make. And I'm speaking relative to having first got in, because a lot of you guys are trying to get in. So I just want to talk about the biggest adjustment I personally had to make when I first got in. And I think it'll be beneficial for those of you who ain't been in long or just started. I had to transition from a boss mentality to an employee mentality. Did you get that? I had to transition from a boss mentality from a employee mentality. To a boss mentality. I ain't editing that. I had to transition from an employee mentality to a boss mentality. I think I got it now. One more time. I had to transition from an employee mentality to a boss mentality. Jobs I've had. I started working for my mom right out of high school. She had a furniture business. After a few years, she shut that down. I went to work at Louisiana State Penitentiary as a correctional officer at the age of 19 years old. Stayed there 3 years. Started driving trucks at 22, I believe 21, 22. Drove ready-mix concrete truck for 3 years. And then while at 25, 26, I'm in my own business, right? So I really have only had 3 jobs. I don't know if I even want to count it with my mom. So I really only had 2 jobs, 3 years in Angola, 3 years driving a ready-mix truck, right? So I do know what it is to be, means to be an employee, somebody else basically, just giving you your job description, letting you know what the expectations are, that kind of thing, all right? But quickly I had to discover that I had to transition from an employee mentality to a boss mentality. Why is that important? That's what I want to talk about today. Number one, the reason why you got to transition to a boss mentality, because as the business goes, as you go, so does the business, right? As the business goes, the business will only go so as you go, right? As you flow, as you verbalize certain things, right? The business gonna thrive off of the direction that you set. So I'm gonna say it again. As you go, so goes the business. That's why it's important that you transition from an employee mentality to a boss mentality. Let me give you examples of that. Whatever focus you have is going to be the focus of the business. Did you get that? All right. So that's why it's important you transition to a boss mentality, because what you set as the focus of the business is going to be what the business is focused on. And what you make, here it is another one, the priority of the business, that's what's going to be the priority of the business, right? It starts with you. As leadership goes in the business, so goes the business. You're the leader, right? All right. So second thing, you are the decision maker, right? Transition. When you're an employee, other folk making a decision for you. But as your own operator, you're making the decisions. And you got to be able to make the decision. What I discussed, some people have the inability or are hesitant or procrastinate when it comes to making decisions. No, you got to make a decision. You're the boss, right? You asking other folk what to do and you the boss. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that happen, y'all. Too many truckers out here. Call somebody, say, hey, man, how you handle this? You the boss. It don't mean some things you not going to know. But don't sit up there looking crazy and leave something undone because you don't know. Call somebody. Figure out what you're supposed to do. That's how you learn. All right? So got to transition from employee mentality to a boss mentality, because number one, the business going to go as you go. Number two, you're the decision maker. Number three, you are building something. You're laying a foundation. You're building a business, right? That's why you got to transfer to a boss mentality. You can't build nothing with an employee mentality, all right? You got to have a boss mentality because you're building something. These are the seeds of a business that is expected to sprout up, all right? All right. This video has been valuable so far. Hit the like, hit subscribe, and the notification bell. Number four, you got to transfer to a boss mentality, because you're carrying, when you're on your own business, your own operator, you carry the business with you 7 days a week, 365 days a year. right? Your business is with you. This has been the weekend. Let me give you an example. This is a Saturday, but still I got up Saturday morning with on my mind, okay, what I need to do for my trucks. And work took place today. My employees haven't talked to me today. I haven't talked to them today. But on my mind is what I need to do for CKey first. What did I do? Got the trucks washed today. What am I doing tomorrow? Got my mechanic coming tomorrow to look over things, just to check, right? 7 days a week, 365 days a week, a year, right? Boss mentality, right? Employees don't worry about nothing when they park that thing on the weekend, on Friday. They don't think about that. All they think about, okay, I go back to work Monday. But the boss, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, right? That's why you got to transition to a boss mentality. All right. Last but not least, you got to find a way to handle your business by developing systems, right? You put systems in place. You also, I did videos on this, I think in January. You got to put systems in place. Your maintenance system, your payroll system, your work system, all right, all of these things. What's your system that's in place? Develop systems, which is just simply a modus operandi, a mode of operation for how you're going to handle certain things. How does your maintenance take place? How does your payroll take place? How do you like your guys to work? What do you expect out of them? How do you like them to take care of your truck? Those are systems that you put in place either by paperwork, that you give guys in order to have a structured system, or monthly meetings where you talk to your guy, well, look, this is what I need you to do. But systems is one good way to transition from an employee mindset to a boss mindset. That's the kind of stuff you as the boss got to be doing. All right, so look, this video has been valuable to you. Hit like, hit subscribe, notification bell. For me, that was one of the things I had to transition into being a 26-year-old. Employee mentality to a boss mentality. Got to get out of here. I'm gone.